All right, let's dive into one of the biggest, boldest visions in tech right now, Samsung's roadmap to make AI a genuine companion in our everyday lives. And they're aiming to do it all by 2026. So, how are they going to pull this off? Let's break it down.
This was the big headline from Samsung at CES 2024. And, it's so much more than just a slick marketing slogan. It's really the core idea for a future where our devices stop being just passive tools and start becoming active partners. It's a total rethink of how we live with our tech.
That's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but Samsung is laying out a very real, very ambitious plan to make it happen. So let's get into what that actually looks and feels like.
Okay, first, we've got to understand that this isn't just about making our phones a little bit faster or our TVs a little bit brighter. Nope. This is a fundamental shift. The whole goal here is to create devices that actually anticipate what we need, understand the context of our situation, and basically act less like machines and more like intuitive partners. Now, for any of this to work, these AI companions need some seriously powerful brains. So before we even look at the cool new gadgets, we've got to look under the hood at the foundational tech, the hardware and the software, that's going to be the engine for this entire vision. The key concept you need to know is agentic AI. Now, this is not like asking your phone what's the weather. It's about giving your device a really complex goal, like, hey, plan a weekend trip to Napa Valley for me and my partner, find a hotel with great reviews, and book us a nice dinner reservation. And then it just does it all for you. It's the difference between a simple calculator and a real thinking assistant. And to run an AI that powerful, you need next-level chips. This tiny number, 2 nanometers, represents a massive leap in processing power. We're talking about chips that are smaller, way faster, and much more power efficient. And that's what makes it possible to run these sophisticated AI models right there on your device. What does that mean for you? It means faster responses, way better privacy because your data isn't always going to the cloud, and it even works when you're offline. And make no mistake, this isn't some niche little experiment. Samsung is going for massive, massive scale. Their goal? To have 800 million Galaxy AI devices out in the world in people's hands by the end of 2026. This isn't just a roadmap, it's a plan for a complete takeover. But here's the thing, a powerful brain is only as good as its memory. To process all that information for agentic AI without any lag, that memory has to be incredibly fast. And that's where this number comes in, 11.7 gigabits per second. That's the kind of speed that makes sure those complex, multi-step AI tasks happen seamlessly without you even noticing all the heavy lifting going on behind the scenes. Now, this slide here, this shows you the engine room. You've got Samsung's SLSI division, which designs the chips, and their foundry, which actually makes them. This is what we call vertical integration. Because they design and build their own chips, sensors, and memory, they can fine-tune everything to work together perfectly. Honestly, this total control over the core hardware is probably their single biggest advantage in the whole AI race. Okay, so we've covered the brains. Let's move on to the body, the actual devices and the screens where this AI is going to come to life. These are basically the new senses through which we're going to experience this AI companion. When it comes to phones, the focus is really shifting. I mean, for years, it's been a war of specs, right? More megapixels, more gigabytes. But the 2026 vision is about designing slimmer, lighter phones where the hardware is built from the ground up to serve a deeply integrated AI experience. The physical form of the phone becomes part of how the AI works. And this is how we're going to see the AI. And these aren't just a bunch of confusing acronyms. Micro RGB? That brings just breathtaking clarity to your living room TV. QD-OLED delivers those stunningly vibrant colors for both work and play. And OLED-OS, that's OLED on silicon, that's the key tech for creating these super lightweight, ultra high-res XR headsets. It's opening up a whole new world for how we can interact with AI. Okay, now let's zoom out, because the real power here isn't in any single device. It's in how they all connect and talk to each other. This is all about creating a single, seamless ecosystem where your AI companion can move with you, from the living room to your car to your office. Just take the TV, for example. With something called the Vision AI Companion, or VAC, it stops being just a passive screen you stare at. It actually understands what you're watching, it anticipates what you might want to know next, and it brings up helpful info automatically. It's literally transforming the television into an active, intelligent hub for the entire home. And this is where it gets really, really meaningful. Samsung is applying this whole connected ecosystem to family health and safety. The idea of intelligent care is to use all the sensors in your watch, your phone, even your home appliances, to shift from reacting to problems to actually anticipating them. It's about creating a proactive safety net for you and your family. So this 2026 roadmap is already incredibly aggressive. But of course, Samsung is already working on what comes next. So let's finish up with a little glimpse at the foundational research that's going to power the AI companions of the 2030s. All this AI is going to need a revolution in power and connectivity. And yeah, Samsung's already on it. They're on track to mass produce safer, denser, all-solid-state batteries by 2027. They're developing batteries that could last for over 20 years by 2029. And they're already pioneering the research into 6G networks to connect everything instantly. So that's the roadmap, a future that's more integrated, more intelligent, and way more personal. And it leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. When your phone and your TV and your watch all start anticipating your needs before you even do, where do you draw the line between a helpful tool and a trusted partner? It's something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.